Hello and welcome. This is Adusman. In today's video, we are going to discuss the advanced filter function of Microsoft Excel. Advanced filter function can be used if you want to filter data or extract data from a large data set based on multiple or advanced conditions. For filtering in place, you can also use the simple filter function, but advanced filter offers you much more than the simple filter. So let's take a look. We have a data set in which we have got range, region, date, product, salesperson, and sales values as data, and we have 150 rows of this data, and we want to specify certain criteria on which we want to extract the data from. First of all, in this particular condition, we want to filter the data in its own place where the region is east. So I have specified the criteria as east. I can also select from a list of drop downs, but for the moment I am keeping the other columns as empty, or I can not specifying any particular parameter over here. So I can accept any value in these columns, but I want to specify only the east value in the region column. And if I want to filter the list in this place only, I am going to use the advanced filter from data, advanced, and in this case I have already selected my list range from column A, cell row number 8 to column E and row 158. I want to filter the list in place, and I want to specify the criteria which is given in this area. Although I can remove these fields from my criteria range, but as a matter of habit I choose them. So I'm going to choose filter the list in place, and I will click OK, and there you go. The regions east has been selected here, and all the other regions are filtered out. Second example would be to filter the data and extract it to a different location. In this case, I'm going to extract all the products, the data where the product is Oppo. So let's go to data. The shortcut key is Alt AQ. I have the list range in place already, criteria range, this, and my another location. If I specify this cell H13, and there you go, the product is Oppo only, whereas we can accept any other value in other columns. So the result is the sales of Oppo. Another example would be to filter dates. If I want to extract the data where the dates are between 1st Jan of 2021 to 31st March of 2021, so I can specify a date as a criteria. Since I want to specify the starting point and the ending point, and this has to be an and, that is that the date has to be on or after 1st January 2021, and it has to be before 31st of March 2021. In that case, I have to specify the criteria in a single row. If I specify criteria in a single row, advanced filter take it as an AND condition. So I'm going to add another field here as date, and I'll specify less than or equal to March 31st, 2021. Since these two criteria are in the same row, advanced filter will take them as an AND condition. So let's see how it does. The shortcut key to go to advanced filter is Alt AQ, and list is this. My criteria range has been selected now, and copy to another location and OK. And if I want to apply simple filter on this, you can see that the dates are only between January till March 2021. So this is how we can apply filter on dates. Another example would be to apply multiple filter conditions with an and in between. So we want to extract all the data where the region is east, product is Oppo, and salesperson is Faisal. So let's see how it's done. I'm going to use the shortcut key Alt AQ. The data list and range has been selected. Criteria range is this. Copy to another location and click OK. So there you go. The product is Oppo, region is East, and salesperson name is Faisal. If I want to change the region to, let's say, North, and recalculate the data, Alt AQ, copy to another location, criteria is fine, and copy to another location is the range is fine. Click OK, and there you go. You can see sales of product Oppo, salesperson name is Faisal, and the region is North. Another example would be where we can apply an OR condition between two parameters. So in this case, the parameter is region, and we want to either have sales value of either South or East. So we can have, in fact, in the result, we will have both the rows where the region is either East or South. Let's see how it's done. Alt AQ. The list is selected, copy to another location. Criteria range is selected like this, and my copy to location is this. Click OK, and now you see the region is either East or South. There's no other region besides East or South, and this is how you can apply an OR condition in advanced filter. Another example would be to apply some calculation for parameters. Let's say, for example, in this case, we want to extract data where sales values are higher than the average sales of the entire data set. What is the average sale of the entire data set? Let's find out. Average sale is 111. We want to extract the sales records where the individual sales value is in excess of 111. So let's see how it's done. Since we don't have a calculation in the table, we want to apply some calculation on the sales column of the data. So we want to add a new cell in the criteria by the name of sales criteria, and I have applied a simple formula whereby the first row or first cell of the sales column has been compared with the average of the entire data set, and the result will be either true or false. I have kept the average as a constant parameter with the specific rows and column, but I have left the first reference as a variable. So the advanced filter would select each and every cell in turn and select and check whether the criteria is met or not. And whenever the criteria is met, it will select that row as a result for us. So let's see how it's done. Alt AQ, copy to another location. Now this time I have to make sure that I have the sales criteria included in my criteria range. Copy to another location is fine, and let's see how the answer comes up. So we can see the sales value is 111 or above. For example, if I want to go to specific decimal places to see what's the answer here. So the average sale is 110.63, and here there should not be anything below 110. So we can see and have a look. We can apply a simple filter also and see the minimum sales value is 111, which is greater than 110.63. So this is how we can apply a calculated parameter in the criteria. Next example would be to apply wildcards. Wildcards are symbols like asterisk, question mark, or a tilde, for example, where we can apply different conditions through wildcards and get the desired result. In this case, for instance, I want to make sure that the region is something which ends with th, which means south or north, but it should not include east or west, because I have specified an asterisk in the beginning. So asterisk means that you can have anything in the beginning, but it should end at t and h. There is no specific condition in date, but in product the condition is the product should start with O, and whatever comes after it's fine. Whereas in case of salesperson name, I have used question mark, and question mark refers to a place, a character or a number or a special character. So in this case, we want to specify the salesperson where the number of characters is 7, and there is no criteria specified on sales values. So let's see how it's done. Alt AQ is the shortcut key. For advanced filter, I will use copy to another location. Criteria has been selected, and copy to is also okay. So if I click OK, you can see the region is South, product is Oppo, and salesperson name is Khurram, and that's it. So now if we change this to, for example, something else, like it should start with F and should be an asterisk at the end. Let's see how the result changes. Alt AQ, copy to another location and click OK. Now you see the result is only where the salesperson name is Faisal. So this is how you can use wildcards in advanced filter. Okay, now next example would be where I want to extract data where the region is either north or south. Product starts with an S, and we should only get the product name and sales values in the result. So we don't want the entire data set, all the columns. We want to have specific columns as a result. So let's see how it's done. We will come to this location, Alt AQ, copy to another location. If I don't specify anything, I will get the entire result. Fine. But if I want to specify, I want to get only product, salesperson, and sales values. So I need to put in the relevant headings in my result. For example, like this. And now Alt AQ, copy to another location. Criteria range is fine. And now in this case, I want to specify the copy to location as this. And now in this case we are going to get the only that data which is required, which is product, salesperson, and sales. Now let's look at the final example of advanced filter. In this case, I would like to extract my data to a different sheet. My data is appearing in this sheet and I want my result to appear in another sheet which is right now blank. And this criteria which I want to specify to extract the data is that I want to have the sales for the South region for the product Samsung, but for two different salespersons, Faisal and Usman. The technique to extract this data to a different sheet is to be in the target sheet first. When we are in the target sheet or the sheet where we want the results, we can apply advanced filter. We click on data and then advanced. And in this case, we would like to go to our source sheet and select the data in the place of list range, and then we use the option copy to another location, and in this case we specify uh, the criteria is mentioned in column H to L, and copy location is column A, row number 7. When I click OK, you can see that I can easily extract the data based on the criteria specified to a target sheet. If I want to extract the data from the source sheet, it is going to give me an error. For example, if I stay in this sheet and apply advanced filter, Alt AQ, and then I want to specify this range, criteria range like this, and I want to copy to another location where location could be, for example, in the sheet result, it's going to give me an error. You can only copy filtered data to the active sheet. Therefore, the technique should be is to go to the target sheet first and then apply the advanced filter function. So far we have discussed 9 different variations or methods to use advanced filter. It can be used in a variety of situations where we can extract a specific data set from a very large data set containing millions, hundreds of thousands of rows. So very easily. In the next example, we are going to discuss how we can use advanced filter to remove duplicates from a given dataset. The dataset that we have on the left side of the screen has certain duplicate values, which means that the entire row is a duplicate. So we want to remove the duplicate using the advanced filter. Let's see how it's done. I will use a shortcut key again, Alt A Q, and in this case our list range is already selected. I will use the second option, copy to another location, and in this case I'm going to put a cell here, H8, and this time I'm not going to specify any criteria range, but instead I'm going to check this box which says unique records only. When I click OK, you can see there's a data, and if I count the number of rows, there are 139 rows of this data, whereas the original data set that we have has around 150 rows, which means that the 11 rows in the original data set are duplicates. So this is how you can remove duplicates from a given dataset using the advanced filter option. I hope that you would have enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.